a lot at proficiency rates. And we have 50 different sets of standards and 50 different tests evaluating those standards. And I think one of the other things that Duncan and the Obama administration are moving toward that I think is incredibly important is a set of core common national standards and a national test. Because at the end of the day, the children in Washington, D.C., when they become of working age, are not going to be competing for jobs with kids in Nashville and in San Francisco. They're going to be competing for jobs with kids in India and China. And so we have to be able to gauge how they are how they're performing compared to their counterparts that they're going to be competing against. So a really clear movement towards national standards and a national assessment are incredibly important. And about a year ago, I was fortunate enough to have dinner with Warren Buffett. So never in my life, people, did I ever think I'd be having a conversation with Warren Buffett. But there I was in Omaha at this steakhouse, you know, sitting down with Warren Buffett, and he is a D.C. public school graduate. And he said to me, you know, Michelle, it is very easy to fix the problems in public education in America today. And I said, wonderful. Please tell me how to do it so I can run back to D.C. and start to implement that. And he said, all you have to do is make private schools illegal and assign every child to a public school by random lottery. So think about that for a minute. If we did that in D.C., which would mean that every ambassador's child, every CEO's child, every congressman's child, and the president's children would all get assigned to a random DCPS school by a lottery, which would mean that a huge percentage of them would be going across the river to Anacostia every day, which is where lots of our schools are. You would never see a faster movement of resources from one side of the city to the other as you would in that circumstance. And I guarantee you that very, very quickly, we would have a system of excellent schools. So in my mind, it's not a matter of, is it possible to ensure a quality education for every child? It is possible. The more relevant question is, do we as the adults in this country have the wherewithal that it takes to make the incredibly difficult decisions that are necessary to make that a reality for every kid? And the answer to date has been absolutely not. We're not willing to make those decisions. So in the meantime, because I can't close down private schools and I don't want to either, what it means is that our teachers have to take personal responsibility for ensuring that despite every single one of the obstacles that our children are faced with every single day, that they believe that it is absolutely possible to overcome those obstacles to ensure that students are successful.